Alright, it's time for Dr. Mundo, and I'll quickly tell you right now, the only reason I got to pick him is I was last pick. I was just, and that's why I don't have the runes or masteries for him completely 100%. This is not spell vamp. This is attack speed red and attack speed red and blues, armor yellows, and armor pen quints. That's a low replay right now. It's because of the latest patch. It's been buggy as hell. So the first about minute and 30 seconds are just weird. So that's why I'm like, tripping out and crap. Anyways, the enemy team decides to try to invade me, but they get scared and just disengage. I'm gonna go for Wraiths, Red, and Wolves and try to gank somebody immediately. Like, they've got pretty crappy laners. I mean, not like I don't mean they're bad laners per se. They're just easy targets. So like, even Mundo can take this out. Anyways, I got to pick him because I was last pick, and I was like, I want to just play him. Like, they can't counter me except with Ignite at this point, and they took 2 Ignites. So I run my ass up to meet Fiddlesticks. I don't have Cleaver, so that means I just have to strike him. My Ari's got to do the work of the CC here. I was hoping for her to get to level 2 before him. Either way, that's a lot of damage dealt to him. He flashes, I'll flash to him, cut him into pieces. I get first blood. Now, I quickly decided, you know what? I'm going to go risk it right now. Jarvan's probably at his red, and I could probably kill him if I catch him by surprise. He isn't, which means he's rather slow. So I'll cleave the lizard, forcing the leash to happen, and, take it. What I didn't know is Jarvan's in the bush, but he was waiting for me to kill it. He knew I was there. He didn't smite properly, or he didn't smite at all. So that means I'm able to, just take the red, and I went back up because Jarvan, if you saw the map, he was starting to head up to, try to kill me. I was originally going to head down, but no, Xerath is going to kill me. My teammate Ari gets herself into trouble because he decided to see if he can pick off the Jarvan, but Fiddlesticks got there in time, and obviously, me and him couldn't have taken him out. Jarvan decides to dive Ari and dies for the kill. This is a stupid trade. Now Jarvan is out of a blue buff, and behind. Sure, he got some gold, but Ari was already beat to hell. Ari was probably going home anyways. So you saved him some time and you gave him some gold. So now he's going to buy something, that he shouldn't have been able to buy before. I mean, he shouldn't have been able to afford, making Fiddlesticks' job a little bit harder. Now, I go off to gank bottom, but they obviously have a ward or something. But I just want to double check to see, if the ward had run out by now, because Blitzcrank started off with boots, potion, I think boots, potion, and a ward. I think that's what he did. So Mordekaiser takes my raids for some reason, and I just go off and give my blue to my Aria, so I'm get here in time. I have this rule that if I'm giving a buff to my teammates, if they don't get there in time, I take it for myself. I'm not gonna wait around. So back to farming. I'm almost level 6. I already have a giant spell. I'm not going to build a Wriggles. You don't need Wriggles on every jungler, even less so on Mundo. It makes no sense to get it on him anyways. My teammate almost killed Blitzcrank. It's like the Blitzcrank wouldn't leave. So I'm like, that's why I double backed in my gank. I was like, okay, why is he still here? I'm level 6 now. Blue's about to spawn on their side, so I think it'd be a good time to invade him. You can see Xerath on the map. He's about to leave to pick it up. And here's hoping I can catch him before he gets to blue. So I pop my ultimate and try to meet Xerath. He already got his blue, and that means his spells should be down. He's got no real mana, so I go off and try to kill him. Here's where I make a mistake. I got ignited and exhausted, and I try to run, and I burn my flash. I could have probably, just stood there and probably killed Jarvan, and I probably would have died anyways, but I would have at least taken Jarvan out. I shouldn't have burned my flash, so that was a big mistake on my part. Blitzcrank has both my buffs, and I know he has to die because he belonged to me. So I get my golems and rush bottom. Blitzcrank engages on my team. This is the go-to for a gank. They extended, they use their spells or whatever, so that means they don't got it, for when I come in. Flash, they burn exhaust, they burn their CCs, like, no, Mundo, you're not gonna escape from Mundo. I get the kill, I get my buffs back refreshed, bottom is pretty much secured for them. We get a dragon out of this too. Before people say, Mundo's not that bad at ganking, that was mostly Ashe doing the work there. So Mundo's ganks are still pretty weak. He's got the damage, but he doesn't have the control. It doesn't, it's not, guaranteed, or it isn't, it isn't specifically any good. It helps, and you can chain stun somebody. I mean, chain slow somebody, but the chances of that happening are pretty low against competent players. That's a dog bark. So my teammates are engaged in the enemy jungle. They trade 1 for 1. Ari's got to escape, so I burn my ultimate to see if I can create a Mundo wall between them. But it's fiddlesticks. You can't really DPS them down with melee champions if they don't have CC. So I quickly realized I'm not dealing anything, and I even missed my cleaver because I thought Xerath was going to move more down. I could have killed Xerath. Like, I could ignore fiddlesticks for a while. Anyways, I realized I don't have much damage without using my E, so I gotta start ranking that thing up. Like, I still don't even know what to rank up. That's what I'm starting to see as a dilemma. Probably W, you probably need at max 3 to keep up your jungle speed. Then you start leveling up skills that matter. Once more, I give blue to my Ari, but she's almost dying, like God knows why. And I once again quickly realized I can't trade with this fiddlesticks, so I just try to get some last hits with using my cleaver, and I go home and start building another Warmogs. Stacking Warmogs and Mundo is the smartest idea ever. They engage on the Ash, and I thought they'd have used up all their escapes, so I go off there and see if I can kill anybody. I don't know if they have a ward. It seems they do, but it's kind of silly that they extend so much. I decide to engage and just deal some pressure damage, because since it's Blitzcrank, he can't heal his teammates. If I deal damage, they don't have a sustain. Also, this farm is nice. Take out all those traps, and plus Dragon's about to spawn, so we get to have that too. Bottom lane was decapitated, so they can't really defend us. And I miss a cleaver like a dumbass, so. Anyhow, the lanes are pretty much stalemated. Top, like Ari is flimsy at best. This Ari's performance. Mid lane is a farm fest. It's Mordekaiser, what to expect. And the jungle, their Jarvan hasn't done shit. Anyways, we suspect that he's going to be at the red, so we go off to see if we can fight him. And I'm going to miss my cleaver by like I have no idea. It's just, I failed. Like, frah. Anyways, the next cleaver doesn't fail, but if I had hit the first one, we probably would have already been feasting on Jarvan's dead corpse. He escapes, Xerath shows up, and I just start mauling at Xerath. It's like, there's nothing he can do to me. I'm Mundo. I go where I please. Now, top lane is almost destroyed, so I'm just gonna tank that shit, or just tear it down. Fiddlesticks is gonna, it's gonna be very futile. He's gonna try to stop me. But just look at how quickly this guy explodes. Cleaver to the face, taking out a good portion of his health, and then RA just blows him up. There, we get a kill. We get this tower. Look at my health. I'm gonna tank this next tower right now. We destroy. We're tearing it down. Our minions are dead, and I just get to tank this. It's like Mundo is just a beefy sponge. Take the tower, move away, get more farm. I'm gonna build sorcerer's boots, mostly just to increase the damage on my W and my Q, since that's what I ranked up the most before I realized that the E probably was a better investment than more ranks on the W. Because this is one of my first actual games that's not in Dominion as Mundo. Bottom lane is dead, and I don't know why the Caitlyn decided to stay. Tower diver, she's dead. Blitzcrank is gonna show up just in time to die too. It's like, okay, you thought I was not gonna just go at you? Bust my ult, start carving him a new one. I have too much health. Like, he can CC me onto the tower, it's not gonna do anything. So he's dead. Right now we have full control of the game. The next dragon is about to spawn. We have like multiple towers taken. I'm gonna get another Warmogs right now. There we go. Dragon's about to spawn. We're gonna take it. This lead is disgusting, but as you can tell by the video runtime, this game is almost over. They're gonna surrender. Yeah, I ignore Blitzcrank because Blitzcrank's gonna kite us for a while. Like, this Caitlyn's way out of position, might as well kill her instead. It's like, why chase somebody is not gonna be worth it. I can tell you this, Mundo is definitely tier 1, but may not be as high as I initially thought. But he's got potential. Like, he farms and becomes beefy real fast. And, like, his matchups seem pretty fair. Anyways, that was Mundo. I may upload another one soon, too.